Hi everyone, welcome to Catherine's Plates. I'm Catherine. Thank you so much for coming to my show today. I am going to be showing you how to make chicken cheesesteak sliders. Now, if you're familiar with the Philly cheesesteak, which I am because I love Philly cheesesteaks, it's the same flavors, but we're going to be using chicken. And we're going to wrap them all up in sliders. All right, y'all, if you're ready for this one, let's go. Alright, let's go over all the ingredients that we're going to need to make our chicken cheesesteak sliders. Now, the first one is kind of obvious. We're going to need slider buns, right? So I am using King's Hawaiian sweet rolls here. You can use dinner rolls also. Now, I've got 1 onion, several peppers here, all in every color I could find. Or you could just use all green peppers if you'd like. Now, you want cooked chicken. Now, I've pulled this off of a rotisserie chicken. It'll add a nice flavor to it also. You can roast your chicken or you can simmer your chicken, whatever you want to do, as long as it is cooked before we make this. I've got some provolone slices here. We've got some butter, mayonnaise, and then we got some salt and pepper. All right, y'all, let's start building these sliders up. Alright, so to get started, what I'm doing is preparing my vegetables. And I've got my 4 colored peppers here and my onion. Now, I've already rinsed and dried off my peppers, and I'm just taking off the sides and any pieces of the pepper. We're going to be sauteing these up, so I'm going to slice them, and then I'm going to dice them. It'll cook faster, and plus it'll sit better on top of the rolls as we're making our sliders. Just like that. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about right there. I'm going to just put them in my bowl here and get those ready. So my peppers are done. I'm going to go ahead now and chop up my onion. I'm going to take off the ends. Cut it in half. Peel off the outer layer. Alright, I'm going to drag my knife through about 3/4 of the way, making slices. I'm going to stand it up on the end that wasn't cut through and make slices about 3/4 of the way through. About 1 and then 1 more time right here. Then I'm going to drag my knife through, and then there's our dices right there. Alright, we're going to go ahead now and saute our vegetables up. Now I've got about 2 tablespoons of butter in my pan here that I'm fixing to heat up. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to it. We've got a lot of vegetables to cook up, so don't be afraid of it. I'm looking for a little sizzle on here, and then we're going to start doing our peppers first, because they're going to take the longest to cook. And when I say longest, probably 3 to 4 minutes, and then we're going to put the onions in and give that another 2 to 3 minutes, and then this is going to be done. Alright, if you can see that nice sizzle inside there, I'm going to go ahead and take my peppers here. Oh, you know I live for that sizzle. Alright, I'm going to bring my salt and pepper over. Got to season. When you see them making Philly cheesesteaks, when you make Philly cheesesteaks, you know everything, the seasoning is more or less salt and pepper. So salt's going to go in, and some pepper, lots of pepper. Now, if you want to do mushrooms, you can certainly put mushrooms in here too. I'm not a fan of mushrooms, so I just do colored peppers and onions. Alright, I'm going to give this another minute or 2 till it softens down some more, and then we'll be right back to add the onions. Alright, our peppers are looking really good in there. Now I'm going to go ahead now and add my onions. I did a lot of onions here, but these will wilt down. Alright. Now since I added another vegetable, I'm going to go ahead now and add some more salt to the onion and some pepper. ahead and stir these up. I'm going to cook these down for another maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. And while that's going, I'm going to go ahead now, and I've got my chicken here. And what I'm going to do is, you can see I pulled it off of the rotisserie chicken. So I'm going to go ahead now and just chop this up into fine pieces. All right. And then once I start doing that into the sizes that I'm looking for, like a nice dice here, I'm going to add it to the peppers and onions and just make sure that it's all nice and mixed together. Get that chill off of the chicken. Go ahead and stir this up. All right, we'll go ahead now and turn this off. We're going to go ahead now and get our buns ready. Alright, so I'm using the King's Hawaiian Sweet Rolls. Oh, these make good sliders. Yes. Alright. Now what we're going to do is take these out of the package here. Carefully. We don't want to rip them. There we go. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to take a bread knife here, and I'm going to start at one end, about halfway, and we're going to cut the tops off of the bottoms. We're going to leave the tops together. We're not going to pull them apart, okay? So we're going to start down here about halfway. Go slow. Make sure you're watching the back end back here where your knife comes out right there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to be using a 9x13 dish here. So I'm going to scoop these off for a minute. Put that right here. Put the whole thing in here. Take the top layer off. Lay it right there for a minute. Alright. Now, I'm going to take this layer of 4 off right here, and then just put them right here. Alright, there we go. We just got it like that. Now, I'm going to cover the bottom layer here with some mayonnaise. That's what I like on my cheesesteak, right? Alright, so I'm going to get some and just put some right there, and then some right there. Just going to use a spatula and just cover all the rolls with it, with the mayonnaise. By the way, you should be preheating your oven to 350 degrees. Alright, I need to cover that one right there. Alright, those look really good. I'm going to take my mixture that I got right here, my peppers, onions, and chicken that were seasoned with some butter, salt, and pepper while they were cooking. I'm going to get a spoon here. And I am just going to pour it over the whole thing, alright? Take scoops. Kind of start in the center there a little bit. Oh my gosh, y'all, it smells so good. Kind of pack it in there. It's easier to kind of push in the center and then push to the sides than it is to put it on the sides and lose it all. So everything's covered good. Alright, next layer. Provolone cheese slices, just slather them all everywhere. Just cover the whole thing with your cheese. Right there, cover the whole thing. Alright, right there. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put the buns on here. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Alright, so I've melted about 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to slather it all over the top of the rolls here. Those are looking really good. All right, I'm going to get some tin foil now and I'm going to cover this up. All right, y'all, it's ready to go in the oven for about 12 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out, pull off the tin foil, and put it back in the oven for another 5 or 10 minutes until I know that cheese is nice and melted. All right, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, I pulled these out of the oven. They've been in there for about 12 minutes, and then I took the tin foil off, put them back in there for another 5 to 10 minutes, probably I think around the 8-minute mark. I pulled them out because the cheese is all melted in there. So, you want me to try one for you? All right. All right. I'm going to go in and cut some of these out for you. It smells like a cheesesteak. I'm not kidding. All right. All right. You saw those cheese pulls when I pulled these out of there. Okay, y'all, that is so delicious. All right, the flavors. Remember, I cooked the peppers and the onions in that butter, salt, and pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. It gives it that cheesesteak flavor. And that chicken, that rotisserie chicken that went in there, added another layer of flavor to there. Oh, y'all, these are so good. All right, before I take another bite, I'll be sitting here on your video eating these. All right, y'all, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below on what your favorite sliders are. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below with that bell notification, and you'll always know when my shows are posted. All right, y'all, take a look right over here. I've got my 2 favorite slider videos that I've done before for you to watch. I will see y'all on the next episode.